By the way, let me see here. I want to make sure I get in there. We're getting ready to go live. Actually, we are live already. Once again, I see there's a few people that have joined us. I want to welcome you to another live broadcast of Solutions and Answers. Solutions and Answers, Answers and Solutions with your breakthrough coach, Santos Jr., Stockton, California, the world's #1 problem gambling annihilator. We're going to be here over the next few minutes. Hopefully you'll join me. Hopefully you'll interact. Hopefully you'll network with me. Who knows what we'll find on this broadcast tonight. I've got some really good thoughts I want to share with those of you that are interested. I'd love to find out what's going on in your part of the world. What's going on in your part of the world? By the way, I hope you like my t-shirt. Because in these times that we're living in, I'm telling you, you have to really learn to embrace the suck, my friends. Once again, Santos Rolon Jr., soldier of self-mastery here, Stockton, California. We are live. We are live. I'm going to do my best to stay focused here. I've got some thoughts and some things that I want to share with those of you that are interested. So in the meantime, I'm going to hang out for a little bit, listen to some music, and see what happens here. What kind of interaction I'm going to get from you today. By the way, I'm looking forward to your questions, your calls, and your emails. Yes, calls, emails, and questions. But not all in one foul swoop, like they say, right? Not all in one foul swoop. Tonight, we'll just do some text communication here. All right, my friends. So I hope you like the music. I hope that you enjoy my new t-shirt. While I'm at it here, I see there's people coming on board. What's important? What is important? Let me share what's on the mind here. What is going on? I am asking for help. I need more subscribers to the YouTube channel, Soldiers of Self-Mastery. Would you please help me get more subscribers? Would you do that for this mission? Would you help me reach more people? That helps me. It helps me, and it also helps people. And it'll help you. I believe it'll help you also. All right? Please. And what else did I want to share? Well, we got to share the book. My friend, if you're struggling, whoever you are there, if you're struggling in life, if you're struggling with your thoughts and you're struggling with your life, in fact, I'm going to be talking a little bit. I'm going to share a little bit. I'm going to share some deep thoughts with you about having the courage to change, having the courage to face your fear, having the courage to face people. We're going to talk a little bit about that here in this broadcast, but I really want to make sure that I get questions, and I'd like to know who you are. I'd love to know who you are and where you're from. If you're struggling, I'm going to recommend the Little Red Book. I'm going to ask you to use the red book, read it. It's an easy read, but it'll challenge you. That's for sure. This book will challenge you. It's not very thick, and the pages read very easily. You can get your copy by joining the family. Actually, let me put that up here. Make sure that that goes there. All right, there it is. From London to Saigon, all around the world, trying to protect your soul. I love that. All right, well, I'm here. I'm live. What else did I want to share? I'm going to leave the comments open. I will take questions. Here's what I want to share. I want you to think about this with me here. Since I don't have any questions, I just want you to think about these thoughts with me. Okay? Imagine being in a bad habit, like gambling, problem gambling, right? Imagine being in that kind of a scenario but you must change direction from that. You must change direction from that, right? But if you do change, you will be found out. You will be known. You will be exposed. By others that you've been trying to hide from. I want you to think with me here for a moment. I was earlier before I started the live broadcast, I was just, of course I ponder all day. I've got all kinds of thoughts going on. I was thinking, what could I share tonight? If I don't get any questions on the broadcast, what can I share? I'm going to go live anyways. What would be some good thoughts to think about? And I've been really thinking about this, facing fear, developing the courage that one needs to step up and to get out of that couch, that love seat that is comfortable. It takes courage. It takes confidence. It takes energy. Do they know? Do your friends know? Does your family know what you're doing? Does your spouse know? Does your children know what you're doing? Do they know? Maybe you've been able to hide it very well. Maybe you have been. What will happen if I repent? What will happen if you repent and turn away? How would I be looked at if I was in this situation, in this scenario? How would I be looked at? What is it that I fear? Am I willing to take my chances for freedom? Are you willing to take your chances to change and transform your life for your freedom? Are you willing to face your fears? Or will I stay in my own prison? Will you stay in your own prison? I'm not here to condemn you, my good friends. I'm not here to condemn anybody. We're all, well, we're not all in the same boat together, but we're all on the same planet together. I might be a little bit further, just a teeny bit, a scotch, a latch, a few steps ahead of you. But we're all on the same planet. And the good thing is that we can change. The good thing is that we can create change. Now, providing under the right circumstances, because there is a point of no return, my friends. There is a point of no return. And many have crossed. In fact, today, many have crossed that barrier, and there will be no returning back. That's a sad day. A lot of these individuals don't know it. They don't know it, but they've crossed a barrier. They've crossed a fine line, and there's no return. My friend, if you're here in front of this camera on this live broadcast, this international live broadcast, consider yourself blessed. Consider yourself blessed right now. As I go through these thoughts, hopefully they're helping you think about where you might be and where you need to go. This is pure torture right here. Knowing that you have to change, but yet you're thinking, you know, what if I don't? What if I do? That's pure torture. In fact, that's pure torture of the worst kind, my friend. Two things. It's just torture at its worst. It's suicidal is what it is. It is suicidal. When you have that kind of torture going on within your spirit, within your mind, you must make a decision. Welcome to the live broadcast. Once again, this is Soldier of Self-Master. Hi, Irene. Irene, go. Are you live now? Yes, I'm live. I'm live. We are live. You have a question for me, Irene? Let me see. I'm trying to think. Where's Irene from? Irene. Trying to think here. If you want to help me, help me. Where are you from, Irene? And if you have a question for me, feel free to ask. We've got quite a few people. By the way, this is an honor and a privilege to be here. I want to thank you guys for taking some time out of your evening to spend it with me here. I promise to give you the very best that I can give you on this broadcast to help you think, to help you really think, because that's very important. Most people don't think, right? People that, in general, if people would just stop to think a little bit more, I believe we would have a better planet, a better ecosystem. Would you agree with me, Irene, on that? If people would just stop to think, right? Just stop to think a little bit more. I feel that we are running around today. We are running around today like robots. That's how I feel today, honestly. Some people are just running around like robots. Do you feel that way? If you do, my friend, it's time to break that. I'm reminded of that song by Styx, Mr. Roboto. Remember that song? Maybe you might remember. We have to break away. You have to break away, my friend. That's the fun part. You might think, Santos, that's the hard part. No, that's the fun part, breaking away. Why is that fun? What do you mean breaking away? Well, think about it. You're going from darkness into light, right? You're going from darkness into the light. You've been handling coal, black coal. Now you're starting to handle diamonds. Is that a good analogy? A change of life? A change of life does a body good, doesn't it? A change of life. Or I was sharing with Nicola from Chicago. someone that I've come to appreciate that, what's going to get you to practice stopping? What will get you to practice stopping? Man, what will get me to practice stopping? What will get me to practice starting? I need to start, Santos. Man, I'm struggling, brother. I need to start. That's my difficulty right there, Santos, is getting started. But I need to start. What's going to motivate you, my friend? What is it that you need to tap into to find that motivation, that inspiration that's going to help you look at the brighter picture, right? The blue skies, the nice clouds. Right now, you're looking at storms and tornadoes and hurricanes and tsunamis. You're running from the earthquake, my friend. That's not a good scene, right? You wanted the blue clouds. I know the world's not fair. I understand that. I understand the world's not fair, but we can make it a better place. You can, say it with me, I can. I can, I will, I do, I am. You can make your place, you can make your mind, you can make your space a better place. Oh, I love that, man. I love that. Inner torture, man, when you know that you need to change. And what's going on here? Is there a fear of people possibility? Have you ever heard of the fear of people possibility? What would you do if you were not afraid of if you were just totally not afraid anymore of what people around you would say to you or think about you? What would you do if you just said, you know what? I'm going to grow rhinoceros skin. That's pretty thick skin if you tell me. Rhinoceros skin. Or you can grow, a turtleback shell. That's pretty hard, right? Turtleback shell. And that's how the words and thoughts and things of people are going to feel. They're going to bounce right. It's like water. You ever pour water on a turtle before? If you've had the privilege to do that? I have. It's kind of neat because it just kind of comes off. It's like kind of reminds me of the turtle wax shell, from that we have for cars today. But that's how we need to be every day. We need to be striving for that kind of a mind shift. Man, I'm doing a whole lot of preaching today. Am I making any sense, or am I just talking to myself on the broadcast? Gone 20 minutes here. Turn on the light. Turn on belief. Turn on it's possible. Turn it on. It's possible. Imagine you wake up every single day and you turn on it's possible. Every morning before you start your day. Yes, today I'm turning on it is possible. Why? Because Santos is doing it and Santos said so. Coach Santos is doing it. If he's doing it, I kind of believe in the guy. I don't think he's a fake. Or is Santos a fake? You got to watch out, right? A lot of con men out there. Is Santos a con? I don't know. I'll let you be the judge of that. In the meantime, I'm going to live in super fantastic, terrific, over the top, in spite of and because of attitude every day. Why am I going to live that way? Because it's hard, my friends. It's hard. The world is hard, man. It's hard out there. It's hard to get clients. It's hard to sell services. It's hard to make products. It's hard to connect with people. Right? We've got all of these things out there. It's hard. The economy, we've got some stuff coming down the pike that we don't even, the banking systems, the cryptocurrencies, how the banking and the financial sector is changing on us very rapidly, my friends. This is something real. I don't know if you're aware of this, my friends. Bank of America, well, if you're in the United States, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, JP Morgan, Chase, all of these major banking institutions are moving towards the cryptocurrencies. The US dollar is going to be obsolete. Who knows when, but it's coming. We got to start preparing for all these things, my friends. What about the battle for artificial intelligence? Think about this one. Imagine how many jobs are going to be eliminated when full-grown artificial intelligence is taking over trucks, cars, robotics in manufacturing plants, delivery of mail. Think about it. Surgeries are being performed by artificial intelligent robotics. It's the whole world. In fact, they have machines today that are actually growing on their own. Well, Santos, that's not going to affect me or you. Oh, yes, it is, my friend. You go to read up what's going on in your world today. Your job that you do, my friend, might be at stake within the next 6 to 12 months. And people, we have to be prepared, my friends, right? Listen, I wrote this down earlier. Let me read it to you. Is it all right if I read something I wrote down earlier? You can't afford bad moves, my friend. It will culminate to a climax. The water boils too long, and what happens? Have you ever left water boiling on a pot on stove too long? What happens to the water? What happens to the H2O? It disappears. Well, not necessarily like that, but it evaporates. What happens to our lives if we continue to make bad moves? What happens to your life if you continue to what's going to happen, my friend? There's a climax. You're boiling water. You got to turn the stove off. All right, my friends, we're coming close to the end of the hour. I think I've preached enough here. Want to make sure that support the mission. I'm going to be taking on a question or two if you guys want to ask. If not, we're going to close shop in the next 7 to 8 minutes. My book will help you think better. My book will help you turn on the light. My book will help you start thinking in diamonds instead of clusters of dark black coals. You want light, right? You don't want darkness. This book makes a great gift, and it's not just for problem gamblers. The link is right there on the screen. I'm asking you, support the mission so that I can continue helping others. We're going to be back here. I'm going to possibly come back here on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Possibly. I'm not for sure yet. Wednesday, 7 p.m. Usually we go from 7 to 7:30, 7:45, 45 minutes. In fact, I've been live for an hour. Kaboom. Too much. Or maybe not enough. So Sundays and Fridays, of course, we're back here on Fridays, right? 7 p.m. and then Sundays at 7 p.m. So we might experiment on Wednesday, and we'll be back here on Friday. I do offer one-on-one coaching, personalized coaching, help you achieve what it is that you want to achieve within reason, right? We're not going to break the law there or in any way. That's a specialized training. soldiersofselfmastery.com is where you would check that out. So, well, thank you for that, Irene. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. It's really hard to start, but even harder to hold on. Yes. I agree. It's torture. You know, some people commit suicide because they can't handle coming out. As I was reading earlier. Well, what if I do? I'm going to have to face my family, my friends, my coworkers. Maybe they don't know, right? Maybe they don't know. Maybe they do. They might have a hunch. What's important, my friend? What's important for you? Heroes. Well, like I said earlier, before we started the program, like I said, it all sums up in this right here. See this? Right there. See? You have to embrace the suck. That's the hard part. It's By the way, you have any plans for this weekend, Irene? Any great plans you want to share? We've got a few minutes left to the broadcast. I'm actually very surprised that I didn't get any questions, but I enjoyed the broadcast. I enjoyed sharing. I truly enjoy sharing from my heart because it just pumps me up. It's always an honor and a privilege to be here, you know, to self-discover, learn and apply, inspire and motivate, and just become better. You know, becoming better, becoming stronger. That's the goal. Becoming stronger. You go from strength to strength, right? You go from strength to strength. Instead of going from weakness to becoming weaker. That's what was happening to me when I was gambling. I was just becoming weaker. You know, and just you get weaker and weaker. Eventually, you just start giving up on yourself. You know, you don't believe in yourself anymore. You don't believe that you can achieve something. It's mental torture, as I said earlier. It's inner torture that you need to deal with, that you need to confront. You know, confront. Yes. Yes. It's hard. It's hard. It's when your focus is not where it needs to be, it's painful, obviously. You know, it is. It's painful. But you know what, Irene? I give you a lot of credit for being here tonight. That should speak to your heart. That should encourage you. That should inspire you, because it takes courage to do what you've done tonight on this broadcast. You might not think that it's courage. I'm telling you, what you've done here is courage. You could tap into that deeper if you want to. That's your choice. That's truth that I just shared with you. You know, let that be a trophy for you tonight here. I just got a very short time. Well, I don't understand what you mean by that. Could you give me some understanding what you mean by I got a short time? Are you referring to a short time to live? Or a short time that you have to make some changes drastically? I'm not sure. I'm not too sure what you mean, Irene, by short time. So if you want to let me know what you mean, that would help. How does one get over the guilt of wasting so much time and money from gambling? Could have been doing better things with my time. How does one get over the guilt of wasting so much time and money? You know, Panzer, in all honesty, you're never going to get over the guilt. The guilt will always be. You can overcome the guilt, but the guilt is recorded. It's like a short video inside of your mind that's there in a compartment. And either you choose to open that compartment and watch that video, or you can put a lock on that compartment if you want to. It's a matter of choosing. Really. See, we're not taught these things in school. What I'm sharing with you about what I just shared with you, right? That you can take something and put it in a compartment. You can actually, you can do things with your imagination that's very effective to help you change and transform your life. And it doesn't take long hours. It takes minutes. Just simple taking 10, 15 minutes out a day and working a few scenarios out in your mind can help you with a situation like this, because it's never going to completely go away. What needs to happen is you need to grow above it. It's like sometimes you have, like, if you've seen people's yards, right? They have these things in the backyard, like maybe an old chair or some kind of a kid's toy. And it's been there so long, the grass has grown around it. It's like it's all covered. You don't even see it anymore. In fact, unless you went there and dug up the grass, you wouldn't even know it's there. That's how we have to think when it comes to these things. It's like we gotta create environments, and we have, again, using mind mouth power, we have to create the imaginary grass, if you will, to grow up and around all of those things and cover it, if you will, if that makes sense. It has to just, so you don't see it anymore. It's in the past. It's there. I mean, you could dig it up if you want to. You can go back and dig up stuff that it's all there. Your mind is, what is it? Your mind has a lot of megabits of recording. Or gigabits? Whatever they call it, gigabytes or megabytes. So you have a lot of recorded videos, and it's your choice, the video that you want to watch. From the moment that you get up in the morning, those videos they're popping. And if you don't control those videos are going to control you. All right, my friends, we are coming to the close here. Hopefully that makes sense to you, Panzer. Hopefully that makes sense. Yeah. It's all about taking action, right? If you let the water boil on the stove too long, you're going to end up with no water. What do I mean by that? If you stay in the situation that you're in, you're already in hot water. If you stay there, what's going to happen? Right? Everything that you have is going to dissipate. It's going to evaporate. Your bank account, your relationships, your good thinking. If you have some good thinking. Got to embrace the suck, my friends. Got to embrace the suck, right? That's it. You got to embrace the suck. That's the truth, man. It's hard every day. It's hard in the beginning, but it gets easier. That's the cool thing about struggling up front in the beginning. You know, yeah, it's hard, man. You know, facing your temptations and, you know, coming out of the closet, if you will. But then it just gets easier and easier. That's where it's like, why didn't I do this a lot sooner? Really? That's what we think about. Man, why I could have did this a lot sooner. Why did ignorance? I wasn't ready. I can, I will, I do, I am. By the way, I truly hope that you guys have a really great weekend. Make it a great weekend, because great weekends just don't come about. You have to make them. You have to make it a great weekend. And I offer you continually, like I said, strength, vision, purpose, dignity, clarity, focus. Did I say vision? So stick around. Don't fear. I'll be near. I'll steer. I do have some good gear. We're getting ready to go into a new year. Where will you find yourself? Where will you find yourself? Well, it looks like we might go a little bit longer, because we're getting a few people here, a few friends, a few joinees. Tucson, Arizona. I'm sure they're pretty cool night out there tonight, Jim. Welcome to the broadcast. What do you got, my friend? You want to ask? You want to share? You got some good news? You got something you want to share? Very positive. I love listening. You know what I really enjoy these days is listening to people that were broken and they turned their life around, man. You know, how did that person do it? You know, it's like, what's that person have? What magic, what superpowers did they have to get to where they are, man? You know, we see the glory, we see the lights, we see the videos, we see the books, but we don't look at the struggle. We must look at the struggle. The struggle is what's inspiring. You know what I mean? Honestly, man, I'd love to interview people and find out what makes you tick. You know, why did you do it? What caused you to do it? You know, what fired you up? Hey, there's Laura. Thanks, Panzer, for taking notes. That's a good example. I've got mine here too, see? I got to take them. Turn on the light. Turn on belief. Turn on. It's possible. Say it with me. Say it with me. It's possible. Doesn't that sound good? It has a really good ring to it. It's possible. In fact, that would make some good music, huh? It's possible. It's possible. Add some tunes to it. Laura says hello. Hello. All right. Jim. Mind over matter. Everything in neutral in life until we give it a thought. Yes. This was a thought right here. Right here. This was a thought. Solutions and Answers, the program, was a thought. This paper right here was a thought, right? What I wrote on there was a thought. It's interesting, isn't it? My son sent me a book from the Marines. He sent me, I keep notes in it. You can actually write in the rain in this book, and it's waterproof. So this was a thought. You know, a thought. This was a thought, just a thought. Interesting, right? If you've been on the program with me, you've been watching me eat these little green things. What are they? Well, this was once a thought, a seed thought. This is olives with pimento in them. I believe they're pretty good for you. So thank you for bringing that up. And so is overcoming gambling, and so is overcoming any addiction, is mind over matter. It really is. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? Right here you have a program that you can go into for 45 days and escape the world. Right? You get locked up in a program for 45 days. Here you have a program that all you simply do is use your mind. You're going to spend time here and money here in your life, right? You're going to do something very similar here, but you're not going to spend any money. You're going to give up some of your time and some of your life to do this one. Over here, which one do you think is going to be more effective? Because this one over here, this one here on my right, deals directly with your thinking process. I mean, it's a direct injection, right? Direct injection, V8. All cylinders firing. This one over here it's a gradual, you know, you got to do your anonymous program, your counseling. You got to sit in an office and confess your sins to people sometimes, you know. I remember when I was in this is no lie, this is true. Okay, I'm not going to mention any names, but this is true. In the 1990s, sometime there, I wasn't doing good. I got myself into a rehabilitation program. In fact, it was no, I'm not going to say the name, but it was in Hayward, California. I was there for about 3.5 years. Yes, my life was pretty bad. It was a mess. So I turned myself over to a church, and I got myself into a rehabilitation center. Was it in the 90s? Yeah, sometime in there. What I saw going on in that building, people, alcoholics, drug addicts, men and women coming in, I was there too. So eventually I kind of moved up the ranks a little bit, became a little bit of a teacher of sorts, kind of a leader. I remember being in the office with the managers, not once, not twice, numerous times, holding people down and trying to cast demons out of these people. Come out of them in the name of Jesus. Hold them. I could see people shaking, and the two managers in the office, come out of them. And my friends, I've seen some really, now I don't know why I'm bringing that up, but I don't know. I'm kind of getting off track here, and I'm not making light of that. It's the stuff that we get distracted with in these programs. You know, yeah, here we go. The programming that I was in. And you know, when I came out of that program, I went right back to the same slop that I was doing. In fact, it became even worse. I'm not knocking programs. Some programs work, my friends. They do, but you have to work those programs. But I'll tell you what's more effective. What's more effective is when you learn how to gain your independence and your freedom and your victory and your breakthroughs through your own mind-mouth power connection. These two gifts will lead you. They will show you. They will help you become more resourceful. They will help you find the right tools. These two gifts in your life will help you prepare your plan. But you must be serious. You must get serious with these two gifts that your Creator has given you. That's the only way it'll happen. You know, if you dabble in it just a little bit, if you don't get serious, it's not going to happen. You'll delay the process. That's called procrastination, right? That's called making excuses. And honestly, excuses are no good for any of us. They're not good for you. They're not good for me. Because excuses are like smelly armpits. They're like really smelly armpits. Really, what's a smelly armpit going to do for you or me? That's what an excuse is like. I hope I'm not stepping on anybody's toes tonight here. Honestly, I'm just telling you the way it is. I'm telling you the truth, right? I'm being candid. I'm being honest. I'm telling you guys the truth as much as I can, without hyperboiling it, right? I don't need any hyperboil in here. I want to just share the truth. And these are experiences that Les Brown, it's possible. Yes. Les Brown. Stay focused when struggling. Page 73. Most people tend to become indecisive when they're struggling or trying to achieve their financial goals. Rich people, on the other hand, know how to stay focused in the midst of the storm. You know, what's a real rich person? A rich person is not the one that has trillions of dollars in the bank. The rich person is the one that knows how to tap into the resources of his mind and the resources that his creator has given him or her. That's the rich person, my friend, because that person can achieve anything. That person will be able to accomplish anything because they have the resources. They're rich. They are, it's like 24 karat gold. There's no plated there. It's pure. All right, my friends. Coming down to the last of the program. We're going to take one more question. We're going to be back here. I will possibly be back here on Wednesday. You'll know. I'll be notifying through the channel there. I will be notifying through the channel. Friday, we will be back here at 7. Sunday, we'll be back here at 7. All right. What is my call to action tonight, my friends? My call to action is just do it. Just do it. One last call, one last question. We're going to end the program. I want to thank each and every one of you guys that were here. Laura, Jim, Mark. I want to thank Panzer Ace for the questions there. Irene Go, thank you for the interaction, the early interaction. Appreciate you for doing that. I appreciate all you guys. And no excuses. We'll be back here again. We'll be back here stronger, better, more bold, more confident. And those that want to follow me and those that want to, I don't care if you're a problem gambler, a business owner, or you're a teacher in high school. I can tell you this. If you're willing to follow me, follow the resources, and follow what I'm sharing, you are going to experience breakthroughs and victory day by day in your life. That's my ironclad guarantee. All right. I salute you. I appreciate you, and I will see you on the next broadcast, which is coming up. I believe it's Sunday, 7 p.m. Town from London to Saigon, and I've been all around the world trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight, yeah, we are heroes tonight. Say hi, Nevaeh. We are still live. We're going to end the broadcast. My granddaughter, Nevaeh Scott Wilson, and my new grandbaby. Oh, let me see how she's doing today. I'm sure you guys will appreciate this, huh? Look at who's there. Nailani. They got you all bundled up today, huh? What's Grandpa doing to you? Huh? What's Grandpa doing to you today? You know that you are live on International Soldiers of Self-Mastery YouTube TV? Yeah. Wave to them because we're getting ready to say bye-bye, and we'll see you on the next broadcast. Oh, boy, look at that. You don't want me to end the broadcast? You don't want me to end the broadcast? I think she doesn't want me to end the broadcast. Hey. All right. I got it. I don't know. Maybe she's hungry. Okay. All right, my friends. Until my next one. There we go.